What's up guys, Chase here at Rocky Mountain UTV MC, and welcome to our UTV Lighting Guide. Alright guys, so auxiliary lighting for UTVs and just about any off-road machine is becoming very popular. Now, do you need a light bar to get around at night? Probably not, but the truth is a light bar is going to allow you to see farther with more definition at nighttime than you ever really thought possible. So if you can see better, you can have more fun, and you can also be safer. Now, an LED stands for light emitting diode. So in a light bar, there are no light bulbs. It's actually an electrical circuit, and when a current passes through it, that allows those diodes to give off that light. Now, LEDs over the last few years have come a long ways. Now, when compared to a traditional incandescent light bulb, they give off a lot more light and they use a lot less power. So you're getting the best of both worlds. Now, here at Rocky Mountain, we carry a lot of different light bars in a lot of different sizes and different manufacturers. We have from 4 inches all the way up to your big 30-inch light bars. Now, the width that you get, it's going to depend on a couple of things. It's going to depend on how much lighting you're wanting, along with a good combination of where you want to mount it, and also how much available power you have. When you're getting a light bar, you got to keep in mind that if you're running other accessories like a big stereo, a winch, or any sort of lighted whip, you need to make sure that you're going to have enough power left over to run one of these light bars, so just keep that in mind. Now, there's a lot of things that come into play when it comes to having a good quality light bar, and the first is going to be your LED maker. Now, in the world of LEDs, there's 2 main companies that make most of your high-end light bar LEDs, and that's going to be Cree and Osram. And the second is going to be your lumens and your watts. So every light bar, it's going to require a certain amount of watts to power it up and get that light that you're looking for. Now, a lumen is a measurement of how much light is being given off. Now, I'm going to throw a lot of numbers at you today as far as lumens go, but yes, lumens are important, but they don't tell the whole story. So some of your more inexpensive light bar companies, they throw out some huge numbers as far as lumens go, and that might be the overall rating for what it's capable of, but in reality, it's going to come down to the quality of the components that go into these light bars and how much usable light you're actually going to get. And that's why reflector design in these is going to be so important, and that's what we're going to talk about next. Now, your reflector design, so that's going to dictate how well your light is going to project either down the trail or out to your sides for your peripheral vision. Now, like I said before, you can have all the lumens in the world coming from a light bar, but without a good reflector design, that light's not going to project well and is not going to be usable light. Now, what we have found that the best combination for all-around driving is going to be light bars that have a combo of flood and spot lighting. So what this means is all these light bars are going to have these combinations. An example of it is this one in front of me. So you're going to have your spot lighting in the front here, which is going to be your long and narrow. It's going to see far down the trail. And you're also going to have these flood reflectors on the outside. This is going to give you that peripheral lighting. So when you have a combination of those two inside your light bar, your field of vision is going to be absolutely awesome. All right, now the last 2 things we're going to cover is going to be your IP rating, and we're going to talk about your housing. Now, IP rating, this is going to tell you how well your light bar is going to keep out dust and water. Now, in the light bar world, an IP rating of 67 is going to be your standard, really. Now, a 6, that means it's completely dust-proof. And the 7 means you can have it temporarily submerged up to 1 meter. Now, some of your high-end light bars, they are going to have an IP rating of 68 or 69. So the 8, which means that you can have it submerged for prolonged periods of time up to 1 meter. And then the 9 means that you are safe to pressure wash these things at close range. Now, for your housing, you got to remember that these light bars, they give off a lot of heat. They produce a lot of light, and in turn, you're going to have that heat. That's why with all these light bars, you're going to see these cooling fins on the back of them. These are designed to help dissipate as much heat as possible, and that's going to prolong the life of your light bar as well. Alright guys, so now that you know how light bars work and how they're made, what we're going to do is we're going to take our favorite light bars that we have here at Rocky Mountain, and we're going to start with your value, your bang for your buck, and we're going to work our way up into your more high-end light bars. We're going to break down each one, and we're going to give you all the information that you need so that you can buy with confidence. So I need you to sit back, relax, and let's get to it. Alright, so the first light bar that we have up here is a Tusk LED light bar. Now Tusk, they pride themselves on making good quality parts and accessories, and they do it at a price that doesn't break the bank, and that's exactly what you're getting with these light bars. So it comes in 3 sizes. You have a 6, you have a 12, and you have a 30-inch. I just want to point out now that all the numbers that I'm going to give to you are going to be for the 30-inch light bar. So let's talk about construction. So they're using Osram LEDs with this light bar. It's going to be made from 6061 aluminum, And the nice thing is you get a polycarbonate lens, and they're all going to have your spot and your flood combination, and they have an IP rating of 67. Now they are going to come included with your plug and play wire harness kit. And what's nice though is that online, if you enter the make, model, and year of your machine, we offer a kit that has machine specific roll bar clamps as well. Now, as far as your power draw and your lumens go for this light bar, again, I'm talking about the 30. It's a 180 watt light bar. It draws 12.2 amps, and you're getting a rating of just over 10,000 lumens, so they're very bright. Now, what's so great about this light bar is Tusk has brought you a high quality light bar using great materials, and they're using those quality OSRAM LEDs, and they've done it at a price that is very, very hard to beat. So make sure you go check out the Tusk LED light bar. All right, so next up we have got Ridgid Industries on the table. So Ridgid Industries, they've been a front runner now for many years when it comes to light bars. These guys pride themselves on making extremely high quality light bars that are really built to stand the test of time. Now we've got two light bars up here from them. We've got the E-Series light bars, and we've also got the Dually 2x2s. And we're gonna talk about the 2x2 here first. So if you look at it, it's made from heavy duty aluminum. It's gonna have an IP rating of 68, and it's gonna have a nice polycarbonate lens on the outside. And I do wanna point out that these just come in the flood mode only, so keep that in mind. Now, as far as mounting goes for these, if you buy the lights by themselves, they're going to come with the wiring harness kit and also mounting brackets. But what's nice is we offer A-pillar mounts, horizontal and vertical mounts, so you can mount these just about anywhere you want to. Now, as far as power draw and lumens go with these, each light is a 10 watt light, and it puts out 1,000 lumens. So they're very bright, and they only use 1.45 amps. That's what's so great about these, is they use hardly any power. 1.45 amps is about half the power that your stock turn signal uses on your car. So again, you can mount these just about anywhere and very little power usage. Now keep in mind, if you're looking for a light about this size, but you want to have that spot or that combination of the spot and flood, check out the D2 from Ridgid as well. That's another great light that has a lot of flexibility as far as where you can mount it. All right, so now we're going to move on to the E-Series light bars from Ridgid. Now this light bar, it comes in 5 sizes. You have a 4, a 6, a 10, a 20, and a 30. We've got the 6, the 10, the 20, and the 30 up here for you today. Now these are all made using Cree LEDs. They're all going to have heavy duty aluminum for the housing, and they're going to have an IP rating of 68. They all have that polycarbonate lens, and they have the spot flood combination on them. Now, from a mounting standpoint, if you buy the lights by themselves, they're going to come with a wiring harness kit, and they are going to come with mounting brackets, but we have the option on our website. You can get roll bar specific mounts for these light bars. Now, for amp draw and lumens with the E-Series light bars, again, I'm going to be talking about the 30-inch. So it's 165 watts, it pulls 9.9 amps, and it gives out 13,800 lumens. So again, very, very bright and using very little amp draw. Now, one thing that does separate Ridgid and makes it unique is that their heat sink design in the back, their cooling fins, they say it gives 3 times more surface area than your other light bars that are around. Again, that's going to help dissipate heat extremely well. It's also going to add to the life of your light bar. And again, Ridgid just has that reputation for making some of the most durable light bars around. So make sure you go check these out. All right, so last up, we have got Baja Designs on the table. So Baja Designs, back in 2005, they made their first forward projecting light bar, and they raced that in the Baja 1000. Since then, no other light bar companies have more guys stand on top of the podium, and they make light bars for some of the fastest off-road racers in the world, so you know you're getting the best of the best when it comes to light bars. Now, we have 2 different light bars up here. We've got the S8, and we've also got the Squadron Pro. We're gonna start out with the Squadron Pro. Now the Squadron Pro, so it's made from cast aluminum, it's very heavy duty. You're gonna have an IP rating of 69. Baja Designs uses what they call their moisture block technology, so you know this thing is gonna stand the test of time. So it's 4 Cree LEDs on the inside, and you're gonna have that polycarbonate lens. Now when you buy these, you can get the spot, you can get the flood, or you can get the combination, so a lot of different options with these. As far as mounting goes, it's gonna come included with mounting brackets, the wiring harness kit, and you're gonna have the hardware, but you can get roll bar specific clamps for these light bars. It really just depends where you think you're gonna wanna put these up. Now for power draw and lumens with the Squadron Pro, so each one is 42 watts. They each put out 4,300 lumens, so that is a ton of light for just 4 LEDs, and the amp draw is 3.5. Now, there's a couple of things that really make these lights versatile and that we like about it. One, you can put them just about anywhere. Your ATV, UTV, you can put them on your dual sport and adventure bike. Just remember to make sure you're gonna have enough power to run these. And the last thing that we really like is that, like I said before, you can get these in the spot, the flood, or the combo, but you have the option. Now, these don't come included, but if you want, you can buy separate lenses that will give you the option to change the pattern of your light, and you can change it from home, and it doesn't void the warranty from Baja Designs. So that's what we really, really like about the Squadron Pro. Now, moving on to the S8 from Baja Designs. Again, this is going to come in two sizes, a 20 and a 30 inch. I've got the 30 inch out in front of me. Now, it's going to be made from aircraft grade aluminum housing, so it's very, very durable. It's going to be using Cree LEDs. It's going to have a polycarbonate lens. Now, you're going to get an IP rating of 69 with this light bar using that moisture block technology from Baja Designs. As far as mounting goes, it's going to come included with your mounting brackets as well as your wiring harness kit, but you can get roll bar clamps and even A-pillar clamps as well. Just check those out on our website. Now, for amp draw and lumens with the S8, it's 120 watts, it's 9.99 amp draw, and it puts out 12,000 lumens. Now, there's a couple of things that we really like about it. One, if you look at it, you can see that there's actually 24 LEDs on the front versus some of your other light bars that have 60. That allows it to be a little bit more low profile, and it's still going to put out an insane amount of light. And the other is going to be what they call their use service feature. And what that is just like with the Squadron Pro, you can buy separately, you can get different lenses and interchangeables by yourself from your own home without voiding the warranty. And what that does, that allows you to change the lighting so it's projected exactly how you want it to be. Again, this is the only light bar that is allowing you to do that. So make sure you go check out the Squadron Pro and the S8 light bar from Baja Designs. Now, here we've compiled a side-by-side comparison of some of the standout features of each product so you can see really what makes them unique. All right, guys, so thanks for checking out our UTV lighting guide. Remember, light bars make night riding a whole new level of fun. Now, go to our website at RockyMountainATVMC.com where you can shop the full collection of light bars. You can see all the ones we've talked about today. You can read all the details, and you can read customer reviews. Now, remember, if you ever have any questions about mounting, about power usage, give us a call here at Rocky Mountain or chat live with one of our techs online, and we will make sure we get all your questions answered. And remember, anything over $99 will always ship free. Now, the last thing I need you to do before I let you go, click and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can see all the latest gear guides that we have for your UTVs. I'm Chase here at Rocky Mountain, and we'll see you on the trails.